camera's rolling. I mean, the screen recording's on. My microphone's on. Hey everyone, this is vlog. No, not vlog. This is day two. Take two. Hey everyone, how's it going? This is day 48 of Project 365. Thank you very much for tuning in to another video. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to give you an update on a project I've been working on for a long time. The project couldn't lift off until recently. I went to Pitt Street Mall and then pitched in front of a lot of people, mainly Fred Schebesta, one of the founders of finder.com.au. He's also known as Crypto King, who owns a crypto castle here at Sydney. And one of my close friend, Winna, is actually the content guy for Fred Schebesta. I'm not sure what exactly he does. He's in the marketing side. He posted in the group chat once. This is on the 12th of May this year, actually. So he posted on the group chat saying, hey, Fred's doing like a pitch or mini Shark Tank. You know what, let me show you what exactly he said. I got one for you guys. I'm getting Fred to give out cash for 1-minute business pitches in the city. Shark Tank on short form vibes. Who has the balls? The minute he said that, I was like in my head, whoa, I have to do this pitch. It's not common for us to get opportunities like this. So you have to seize the opportunities. Remember, there's this old saying, opportunity knocks the door once or only once. So I was like, you know what? Let's make use of this opportunity and just do a pitch. It doesn't have to be like, you know, winning pitch. Just show up. Just do it. It's only 60 seconds. Who knows? He might like it. He might fund the project. Funny enough, he did like it, and he gave me some feedback to work on. But that's going to come in the later part of the video. So literally, he dropped that message the day before, the night before, the evening before the pitch. I was scrambling for ideas. I was kind of like stuck. It was just so much I wanted to do. And then I wanted to do like a video agency. I wanted to do like an education / YouTube channel for videography tutorials or aviation lessons. There's so many ideas that came to my head. At one stage, I even called my mum and asked her, what should I be doing? And she said, just cull through all your ideas, just write them down. And then I went back to Winna. So then I was like, hey, Winna, like there's so many ideas coming to my head. What should I do? And then when he said, hey, you should do the idea that you told us ages ago, something about the condiment or the SqueezeMate. Boom, the penny dropped. Yeah, so immediately I started going through all the old mock-ups and the business pitch and ideas. Let me show you some pitch I made. So this is my Google Drive where I store all the SpreadJoy like mood board / ideas. So here you can see it says United States pattern, which was done in December 13, 1988. So I found this online. You can actually Google it and Google patterns and you can find this document. So it was designed or the inventor is Tadao Fukushima in Kawasaki, Japan. It was actually done for a company called Dimpact Japan. I think now it's owned by Mitsubishi. But yeah, so long story short, it just kept, this is the original design, how he made it. So there's just an explanation on the blurb of what the invention is, how it's done. It's like a really, really detailed design pattern. And this is the first time I've actually seen in my life how a pattern would actually look for a product. But then came 1988. You see that last name, Redmond? So that's the guy who brought this idea to Australia. So I found out there's this thing about patents, right? So the patent expires after 20 years or something like that. As soon as it expires, you can bring it to your country or elsewhere and then you can patent it. So basically Redmond, what he did was he copied that idea, he brought it to Sydney, and then he entered a competition. And how do I know that? I reached out to Powerhouse Museum. So Powerhouse Museum actually has this sample that was done in 1990. So you can actually look it up. Let me find that. There you go. So you can actually see this product in display. However, the Powerhouse Museum was under renovation. So I called up the ladies and they were so kind, so prompt. Mind you, this is less than 24 hours. So the next day, I rang them and then somehow made this happen. Anyway, so this is all the information available on their website, on the Powerhouse Museum. But I was confused. So this was designed in Japan. This was manufactured in Japan. And how did the design come here? Even though there was patent, how can someone copy the patent that was done in Japan and bring it over here? But then this email explains everything. In summary, it came to museum. Someone apparently donated in 1991. It was one of the 27 items, blah, blah, blah. Apparently there was a competition held by ANPAC, Australian National Packaging, something, there you go. Australian National Packaging Competition in 1990. It was actually awarded Silver Star. It's just mind-boggling to find out how this product was invented somewhere in Japan, but then someone here in Australia won an award for that. So it clearly states the designer of the packaging is Sanford Redmond. See, it's the same name that repeated in the Google patent. And then Sanford Redmond, who also designed Butter Pat or something, I don't know. Apparently he was very famous for this butter packs that was sold in Australia. But this packaging was unique. It was something interesting. It was satisfying. It had some fun to it. The user experience was like, you know, to the next level. It's you know how many times we've struggled to rip off the tiny little sachets of sauce packets. But this is just screams efficiency. You can see how he designed it and how simple it is. Yeah, as soon as Winna gave me the idea, I started collecting all the data or information I have so I can put together a pitch and I can pitch it in front of Fred to see if he will be able to fund it. What's my business idea? So basically, in Japan, I noticed there was a lot of these buttercream and jam. You can see buttercream and strawberry jam. That's like 2 flavors in one. And even McDonald's, they were using it for their salad dressings. So these are the salad dressings they used to do it. And I watched a video of kid enjoying this McDonald's salad. And then on the comments section, it says, "Oh, this package is so cool. We need this in our country." That sparked something in me again. So there is interest for this product worldwide. Why did they not bring it here in Australia? In fact, they did. Sanford Redmond actually does the packaging for Master Food, or Cornflakes does the packaging for Master Food. And they only do just simple sauce varieties. So it's just like, you know, dressings like this, or just a basic tomato ketchup like this, and they wholesale it in this kind of big box, and they sell it for like 26 bucks or something. But then no one else is doing it in flavors like this. See how many flavors are there? There's like varieties of flavors, and no one's doing it. So I was like, you know what? I want to bring this idea to here, and I want to bring it under a company name called SpreadJoy. Why SpreadJoy, you might ask? Basically, you're spreading joy. So that came from this idea of how in Japan they made this PDF. Why? What is packet? It's like a portion package, blah, blah, blah. Even today and anywhere, packet will make sure anybody smiles. It's one hand, easy to use, and it's fun. Like when you squeeze something out of it, it comes out in a satisfying form. You can see how it's got single type, double type, F type, cross type, shower type, ribbon type. So basically this is known as blister pack. And it even won awards, 7 awards in Japan. This is crazy how someone's winning awards and it was invented in Japan, but this idea was somehow landed in Australia. But then big companies like Master Food and other packaging companies, they have a monopoly over like the packaging and the design here in Australia, which means small fish like me will find it hard to disrupt the market. But this is where Erin Deering from who used to make like bikinis in Australia, she said, "There's plenty of room in the market. Feel free to disrupt the market." I was like, you know what? Let's go back to the drawing board. And then I came up with this round design. See how it's kind of round? And I was like, you know what? Let's come up with another design of what we can do. SpreadJoy, effortless spread, maximum joy. And the flavors, it's pretty much the same flavors I wanted to, like, what they're doing overseas. But I also wanted to, like, give some taste tests to the Australian community and see what flavor profile they like here. So that's where I need to start. But yeah, so I've done some research. So this is like the packaging. So how you can apply it on toast. You get 2 flavors in just one go, one simple squeeze. Yeah, so I was collecting data. I was mocking up, like, designs. I was writing my pitch to the 60-second pitch to Fred. Okay, see how this is how it started. So I went to Officeworks the next day morning, just printed out some paperwork, just kind of did some cutouts, basic cutouts, and then this is me just like sticking it or making things work on the back of the boot of my car. And those are all the sauce packets I got it from 7-Eleven. The guy said he will only give me 1, but then I managed to fight and argue, and I said, bro, if you help me with this idea, and if this idea falls through, you get a lifelong supply of SpreadJoy. And he said, all right, fine, take 3. So those are the 3 different varieties of master fluid sauces available. So one is the sweet chili, tomato, and barbecue. Just simple, but no one's doing the double condiment like Japan's doing it. But yeah, so I showed up the next day outside Foot Locker. So yeah, I reached there an hour before. As you can see, I was really keen. I was really nervous at the same time. I don't know how I was going to do the pitch. So somehow I managed to do the pitch. Let me show you the pitch. But yeah, so that's the actual pitch. On the day, Fred was really happy. He said I was the only one who came prepared, and I just wanted to make a visual impression. So the first time I'm doing this pitch, and I wanted to stand in his brain. And how do we do that? Just visual cues. I wanted to show him what I'm trying to do rather than just speaking in words. I wanted to show him. He was really impressed. He said, I want to know more about it. We'll talk more. And then that's when I reached out to Winna, and then I wanted to see like what Fred says. So apparently he said it needs more testing. There's not enough clear market demands. It would be a better pitch if you came with a cost per unit, maybe even some clients already, blah, blah, blah. The project is too juvenile for him to put money down, says, very good pitch though, and well prepared. He appreciates you for coming out and doing that. Yeah, he also feels like it could be destroyed by a well-connected manufacturer quickly if you don't have solidified distribution system early on. That is so true. That's when I turned to my friend ChatGPT. So basically this idea has been done outside. And if I try to bring it out here in Australia, and if I just go out there saying, hey, I have this idea, someone else is going to eat my lunch. Someone else is going to copy my idea. And like Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, he's always scared about ideas getting stolen. That's why he always wants the patent. And I don't have a patent yet. So what I'm going to do is, first thing is I'm going to, I've successfully bought the domain. So I own spreadjoy.com.au. And the second thing is I need to register the company name, which is what we're going to do now. So let's see if I've done everything. Yeah, so we're going to go on ASIC's website. Basically what I'm doing right now is activating my account with ASIC. And I'm going to find a form 401. The following relates, do you not have a business or license, but would you like to apply? Okay, so that's a clear sign no one has registered it. There you go. So there is no search results, or this name is not taken. But anyway, I found this PDF on ASIC's website, and then so the company actually was open or registered back in August 2021, and the current status is not active. So someone had a company called SpreadJoy Cards, which means even though it says SpreadJoy cards and my company is just SpreadJoy, I can't have it. That's the thing about Australian government. If you notice, in Australia they don't have Burger Kings because there's a company or like a small cafe or like a restaurant that's already named Burger King. So they have to rename it and they call it Hungry Jack's here in Australia. So in that way, I'm really safe. So how do I register or reserve name? Send this to ASIC Victoria. Okay, so tomorrow morning I have to visit the nearest post office to post this. Okay, so basically, I'll show you a little bit of design model I'm working on. Okay, disregard the image. So basically I'm thinking of doing it in round, circle, but there's not a final concept. So I'm going to work on some ideas. But yeah, I like the drawn, sketched out version of the fruits or the design. I'm going to bring that into here. But rather than going for rectangle, I'm going to go for a square. Oh, sorry, circle. Circle is a bit more like, you know, happy, joy, round. It's a very nice feeling. So I was like, you know what, let's go for a circle rather than a rectangle. So that's going to be the design, which I will soon release some designs. Yeah, so the next step is once the name is reserved and the domain is purchased, which is already done, what I'm going to work on is in this chat, we've got, yeah, so the next step is once the name is reserved, I'm going to start emailing like packers or packaging companies and send them an email or a concept. So these are all the list of companies or manufacturers here in Australia. So I need to hit them up one by one to ask them if they can do like, you know, minimum MOQ, and then if you can do some samples. Then we're going to reach out to a few cafes, 2 to 3 cafes, to see if they will be able to sell the products at their sites. And once there is sufficient demand, which is the step 2, then we're going to go into distribution proof, which is when we'll reach out to QCC. Parisi is one of the biggest fruit and veg supplier for a lot of bars and hospitality companies here in Australia. And personally, when I used to work at Maryville, I personally dealt with them, and I hope I can get in touch with them again. But yeah, I wanted to reach out to a few offices, gyms, hotels, see if they can, like, you know, put my sample, put my product at their place, at their location, and try to sell it. And once I've got enough numbers and some prototypes, I'm thinking of going back to Fred and see if he'll still be interested, which is this one. He said it needs more testing. So once the name's reserved, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go test the products, and once we have a clear demand for this product in the market, then we can come back to him saying how much would be the cost per unit. But again, I've worked it all out. Where is it? There we go. So these are some rough numbers we can work on to begin with to raise the revenue, or what could be the revenue. Fast food chains, Indian restaurants. So for Indian restaurants, right, I wanted to bring up like green chutney and tamarind. Imagine when you eat samosas, they always give you 2 different tubs of sauces. It's just so not like it's just messy. It just goes everywhere. Imagine you get a samosa, you just squeeze it, and then you have 2 varieties of sausages coming in, and then you just take a bite. Mint. And you can reach out to kebab shops. Imagine garlic and chili. But yeah, so this is the plan. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow go to post office and lodge this form, reserve the name, and then the next step is to start building the website or start reaching out to manufacturers or distributors here in Australia to see if they can do a minimum order quantity for me, and then we can take it to cafes, bring some, like, you know, get some hype around the products, and then once we have enough numbers, we can go to distributors. Once distributors are happy to sell the products to their other locations, then we can go back to Fred and see, hey, we've got the numbers, what can we do now? But yeah, so I thought I would just explain what I'm going to be doing with this SpreadJoy project. It's going to be, I'm going to work on this as a side project. This is not like a main project, so I thought I'll just do a quick update on how I'm going to start my $1 million business idea. Thanks for watching, and I hope no one copies this idea. Peace.